Okay guys, we're going to do just one more, but this time I'm going to do some background color first. So we're putting in background color, and then we're going to start with the normal colors. I do want to keep some left over because I want this paint to rest for a long time, and then at the end of this week I just want to see if I can do some another pour to show you the difference between paint that has been rested and where there's no bubbles in this, because there is a lot of bubbles in this paint, and it is, you can see it. So we'll just give it another try here, and then we'll compare both. And I'm gonna let it run right down. And the purple really gets sort of covered with the other colors. That's kind of nice. That is really pretty. Okay, we'll just let that rest a little bit like that. Make the bubbles come to the top. And then we're going to add the squirts. And I'm going to squirt it all around, as you can see. More at the corners where I need some more paint. Oops, sorry. That looks pretty. And of course we want some up here. That looks really nice. And the thing is, I really don't want to tilt it that much, but I do have to, because we have to have some of that paint going over the side. And I'm just not sure how to do that. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see how we're going to do that. I think I'm just going to cover the rest with paint, and we'll see what happens. Just do another layer and let it go over the side. That's kind of nice. That'll work. That I will pull over the side. And we'll do the same right here. Let's see, a little bit up here. A little bit here. Okay. It's starting to cover. We are going to let it go a little bit, but it's still pretty. But there's a lot of paint on the canvas, and you know, there just might come a time where it will crack because there's too much of it, but we'll see about that. Make it nice and smooth. Pull it down a little bit. That's nice. What we do have to do is make sure you don't contaminate your brush, because then, you know, that will be that will turn into really swipes that you really don't want. Okay, let's swipe this one. Didn't like that pattern that was left in there. Here it's going totally over the side. That's okay. Just pulling it down. I do like this, you know, where you can, where it just fades into the background. That's kind of nice. Okay, that's good. And I keep cleaning off my gloved finger because you don't want to contaminate the paint, like I said. Pulling it down. Okay, that's kind of pretty. But we're going to do something different to it though. Pull down. Okay, we have it all covered. Now, what I do want is to have this little bit here has to go down a little bit. See that? That just makes the difference. And I do want to have that happening over here too. And I want that little bit off. There we go. There it goes. Just making it a little bit more smooth, and it just is more pleasing to the eye. I'm going to leave it like this. I am going to do the background a little bit because I see a little bit of bubbles in here. Oops. Well, that's not too bad. There we go. Now I am thinking, how can I avoid these little pinhole things? Because they really bug me. Let's see what we can do. That's a lot of work, but you know, this is something that I absolutely would do if it was offline, because I would spend the time that it takes because of the then these little things don't irritate me that much. But every time you pull it through, you really have to clean off the your toothpick. There we go, up, down. And you do want to follow the pattern you have on the canvas. But then those little holes aren't that obvious, and so that makes up for a lot of it. And we're going to do that down here. See how that doesn't really work well? If you don't clean off your stick, then you see those little impressions. But depends on the color where you're doing it, if it's going to be irritating to the whole thing or not. So you just choose what you want. Oh, you can't see me doing that. Okay, that worked out. And normally I would take a lot more time doing this. A lot more. I want that yellow gone a little bit. Now that's pretty. I like it. Only I would have liked this a little bit longer. That worked out. Yep, I am happy with it. Of course we need a little bit of dusting, but that's it. The tiniest dust. No more than that. That is pretty. It looks like a bird, doesn't it? See, the head is up here, and then the wings are spreading out. It really looks like Phoenix arising from the ashes. Let's say that. Okay, let me put this one away. I will hold it up a little. Ooh, you can see how much paint is on there. There it is. See, normally I would really go in here with the stick, and I would really make this disappear. There are too many of those pinholes that I don't like, and they really irritate me. I don't know why. I know they go with the technique, but you could really just make them disappear. And it's kind of fun to do. It's sort of zen-like. Okay guys, I'll put this one away and I'll use a little bit more paint. I really liked that one, really did. Oh yes, let me show the sponsors, because this is the last video from today. So this is the sponsor list. Love you all to pieces, as usual. And we will scoop up some paint and see what happens. That's a lot of paint. Now, not that interesting, but we will clean the table a little bit. That's not really interesting. But what we can do is make a background, and we have some paint left. Maybe squirt in a little bit more. And a little bit of sienna. And did I have a stick? No, I didn't. So, because I do want to give it a little swirl so that it comes out already a little bit mixed. Oops, there was a little bit of goo in there. I will have to get the goo out. Let's see where it went. It was here. Oh yeah. Well, the good thing is you don't see it. Let's see what happens when we do this. If it gives us something interesting, you never know. And this is, for me, it's totally amazing that I didn't use any silicone all week, all weekend. But I do miss those cells, I really do. I was also thinking about, you know, dividing the colors and in half put in silicone and in the other half not, so as to be able to layer with and without the silicone. That might give a really nice effect. And that's why I always say, you know, just experiment, do stuff. Don't worry about what's in that mix. Mix anything you want to into the paint. Pouring medium, gloss medium, Floetrol, whatever you want. A lot of people think Floetrol is pouring medium, but that's not the case. The Floetrol, if you use silicone and a lot of Floetrol, you'll see that your cells pop up and they keep growing. You have totally no control over them. Whereas if you don't add the Floetrol and only do the pouring medium and say the gloss medium and all that other stuff, then you have more control. So where you torch, you'll get cells and they stop when you remove the torch. So that's I think pretty important to understand. And I do want to do one more thing to this, but just see what we get. See what happens when we do this. Not much. Nope, but I do like it. I do like the color. Too many bubbles in it. And I'm talking really tiny bubbles. So I will have to let this paint sit for quite a long time before it releases all the bubbles. I do like the mixture though. It gives you a sort of a toffee color. Reminds me of toffee. Okay guys, that's it. I won't be keeping this one. I'm gonna clean up my workspace and wish you all a beautiful week. I hope you do a lot of pouring and you'll see me next weekend. Still nothing about work, although 2 team managers have left. But other than that, we'll see. I'll keep you up to date as it happens. Bye bye for now. Love you all to pieces. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.